That was phenomenal. Such grace. Such beautiful expressions. Right? I don't know how many of you felt it. For me, it was like, I wanted to dance with her. It was so beautiful. So a little bit about the Guru. Chitralekha Patnaik is an outstanding proponent of the Odissi dance form. She has learned the art form from the most distinguished exponents of Odissi, such as late Padma Shri Pankaj Charan Das, late Padma Vibhushan Kelucharan Mahapatra, late Guru Shri Deva Prasad Das, late Guru Shri Mahadevu, and late Guru Shri Bhatto Krishna Singh. In 1955, she graduated from the Kalamandir Dance Institute of Patnaik, Orissa. She holds a Bachelor's of Arts degree from the National Music Association of Patnaik, Orissa, and a Bachelor's degree in Sanskrit and Economics from Utkal University. She began, that deserves a round of applause. So she began performing widely across North America in 1972 and has been teaching the Odissi dance form since 1975. In 1980, she founded the Chitralekha Dance Academy to expound and propagate Odissi to a new generation of artists. She has choreographed many original works within the traditional discipline, as well as semi-classical and various other dance works from different parts of India. She was awarded Kalashri by the Orissa Society of the Americas in 1992. In 1994, she co-founded Chitralekha Odissi Dance Creations with Elora and Devraj Patnaik. Chitralekha believes strongly in the interconnectedness of life and art, and proudly intends to teach, perform, and promote Odissi dance for the rest of her life. Chitralekha, man, just reading so much about you, I feel so proud and honored that I got the opportunity to speak all of this. So thank you so much for being here. And I think you wanted to join the stage to say a few words. Come on in.
Thank you, Akila. And I just wanted to say, Akila, you're doing an amazing job. So no one ever thanks the MC. It's such a hard job, and she's so graceful. So I did want to say a few words about one of the most important people that actually brought me here today, and that is none other than Kaleshri Guru Sri Chitralekha Patnaik, or affectionately known to me and many others as Guru Ma. I was just shy of 4 years old when I first started at the Chitralekha Dance Academy. As my mom tells it, I was already obsessed with dance by that age, and she'd taken me to many Indian classical dance gurus, all of whom had said she's too small. This was the last dance guru referral she had received, and basically she was praying that either Guru Ma would take me or it was ballet for me. Fortunately, and very fatefully for me, Guru Ma did take me on as a student, just shy of 4 years of age. And she took me on with the same patience, kindness, and abundant positivity that we know her for today. The literal translation of the word guru is the removal of darkness, and by inference, the bringing of light. If this is the case, there is no brighter light than Guru Ma that stands for this meeting today. For the following 3 decades, when I started so young, many years ago, under Guru Ma's guidance, I grew and flourished as a dancer, as an artist, and indeed as a person. After years of training, myself and many others, my Guru Bans, my sisters like me, in 1994 was the precise age apparently, the Chitralekha Odissi Dance Creations Performing Unit or Performance Company was formed. I am very fortunate to have been able to participate in countless productions and performances as a part of this, and also importantly to have had the opportunity to build a lifelong connection to something that is so uniquely physical, artistic, spiritual, and cultural all at once. There really is nothing else like it. But this journey was never just about the dance. And that is perhaps what makes it most special. You may be familiar with the Indian term Guru Shishya Parampara, or translated, the teacher-student tradition in India. In this tradition, students would not only appear for their 1 hour weekly, bi-weekly lessons, but they would actually live and stay with the Guru, and they'd be there for days, weeks, months, even years, until their training was considered completed. In Canada, this is not common, and while I technically did not live with Guruma, I would say that the environment and the culture that she created at the Chitralekha Dance Academy came as close to this as anything I have experienced in North America. The door to Guruma's house was always open. Everybody knew that. Literally, they never locked their door. Anyone that came through knew that they would be welcomed with open arms, they would have a roof over their head, they would have food and be fed and taken care of, and that they could stay as long as they needed to. I remember countless times coming upstairs from their dance rehearsal space in the basement, and Guruma inviting us to sit down and enjoy her idlis, her noodles, her upma, or some other home-cooked delicacy that she had made. I remember many shared road trips in Gurupika, that is Guruma's husband's great band, went to performances, and many sleepovers nights before performances. What this speaks to is far more than dance and far more than even culture. What this speaks to is an exceptional kind of love. A love that is so big that it extends not only to her immediate family, son, daughter, husband, but to her students, to their friends, to the many artists she had sponsored along the way over the years, and their friends and family. And through it all, Guruma does this with the most positive attitude and abundant energy that I've seen in anyone that I know. This big love and positivity is what I and so many others think of when we think of Guruma. I must make some additional mention, however, and that is of Guruma's husband, from Patnaik, known to me as Gurupika, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, and her daughter, Alora, and son, Devraj, known to me as Patnaik. It is said that behind every great man is a great woman, and I do believe that. However, I also believe that behind every great woman is usually a great man. Gurupika was the first and founding managing director of the Chitralekha Dance Academy. For a man of that era, born and raised in India, to come across the seas and to support Guruma in this venture the way that he did in the 1970s and 80s was exceptional, for one, and for two, was critical to set in motion what would come to pass in the years following. Eventually, Alora and Devraj, Guruma's own daughter and son, would carry the torch that their mother had started, creating and staging original Odissi dance productions of scale and quality that no one in Canada had seen before, and continuing to teach many generations of students. It is true that this is Guruma's legacy, and it is one that is shared by many members of her family. So with that, I cannot think of a more appropriate person to honor here today, and I'm so glad that Guruma was able to make it and we were able to honor her. Guruma, as per your own motto, life is dance and dance is life, and we do hope that you continue for decades to come.
Dr. Amita Tanya Raha. Whenever I want to introduce her anywhere, she will say, I'm Odissi dancer first, then doctor. I know Tini Mama, I call her Tini Mama since she's a little baby girl. That's how I see her all the time. But as a dancer, she must be dancing inside, everywhere. In your medical field also, she must be dancing to her injection or whatever she does. All the operators I feel as dance. Dance is everything. Dance and music. So I don't think I can speak like Amita Tanya Raha, but I'll say a few words about how this, first of all, I'm very touched, deeply happy to be here and honored and feeling great to be in this special event today. And I was going to start with a little sloka from Jagannath, the Lord of Universe, who is the deity of Odissi dance. Jagannath with big eyes, two big eyes, and huge arm. I pray for everyone near Jagannath, Jagannatha Swami, Nayana Pathogami, Bhavatume. O Lord of the Universe, Lord Jagannatha, please show everyone the path of spiritualism, auspiciousness, and hold them, whole universe, through your big arm in loving, tender care and protect them. I don't know how much I can give thanks enough to the organizers here, but I will have some special thanks to my very special people. So my first big thanks to Mahesh Ji, who is my Lord Maheshwara. I will show Maheshwara. He is my Maheshwara all the time. Thank you, Mahesh Babu. Then Lata Ji. Lata. Who is a Lata all the time. For me, everywhere she feels me out, I feel her out. Long, long time, forever and ever. Shantaji, you are so much, I don't know my own words to say. You are Shantaji. Then Sandhyaji. Sandhyaji, I hope you can hear me. Thank you very much for all this event today. And Silvadasji. Silvadasji. Thank you very much. And I don't know what much to say, but I pray to, again, that Jagatarnatha who protects through his Mahabahu is big arm, that Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhan Bhavet. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. My Trikhandi Pranam, three pranam to my gurus, gods, first on the top gods, then my gurus, then my beautiful loving audience. Thank you so much. One more thing I want to say. One, that O, big O letter is very, very famous, very vital for me. O is not just the beginning letter for Odissi. O is having oneness, one. We are all one all the time. You, me, and the whole universe. And I like to stay like that together forever and ever and ever. As long as I live, we never are separate. We're always bonded together.
Thank you, Chitralekha ji.